Hello everyone, I am the MoeChicken, and in accordance with the conventions set by internet content creators, I am required to produce something spooky scary in the month of October. However, I am a chicken. And because I am a chicken, I can't play a scary game. However, I can play games with, I don't know, maybe scary elements in them, like, for example, ghosts and ghouls. Or perhaps Ghouls and Ghost. Game starts, so we are going to be playing Super Ghouls and Ghosts. And so Arthur and Guinevere are standing here, just kind of chilling out. There's the castle. It's all mode 7. It's coming closer. Coming closer. They're coming closer together too. Ooh. When suddenly... Come on, do it! Oh no! This woolly red guy shows up and cockblocks Arthur and runs away with his girl through the ceiling, presumably, because I have to assume he came in through the window. And this is the world map of Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Oh, why am I choosing to do this? So, I'm sure this will not be unknown to anyone on the internet, but Super Ghouls and Ghosts is a notoriously difficult Super Nintendo game, produced by Capcom that, is pretty fun, honestly. Like, yes, it's hard. It is difficult because, because it's very specific, would be the best way I can describe it. So, the game is very simple. You play as Arthur, a knight, a brave knight on the quest to save the fair maiden, Guinevere. Hold on just a minute. Okay, sorry about that. Why did I not plug my laptop in before I started recording? Who knows? Anyway, you play as Arthur, the brave knight, on the quest to rescue the fair maid Guinevere, who was captured in that opening sequence. And everything wants to kill you. Everything wants to kill you. It is a very dangerous environment that Arthur finds himself in, and he has to just kind of deal with it. Now, he has a variety of weapons that you can get throughout the game. He always starts off with the lance, which is sort of like the most basic weapon. It's just sort of a straightforward shot. Nothing really special about it. What I've got right now is the crossbow, which it's the weakest shot, I believe. But as you can see, it goes in two directions, kind of up at an angle. I think it's really useful for a lot of situations. It's also, I think, one of the fastest weapons. So you can kind of lay down the most deeps with it pretty quickly. So as long as you don't mind the slightly weaker attack power, it's a pretty good one. You may also, let's see, what else is there? There is an axe, which kind of, okay, so this is the lance. So as you can see, it just goes pretty much straight forward. It's very basic. But it does a pretty good job. It's got decent attack power. There's also an axe, which kind of flies, if you've ever played the first Contra game, and you know the F ability, which I think is supposed to stand for fire. I just called it the F. Honestly, I never really thought about what the letter stood for in most of the attack names in Contra. I was just kind of like, oh yeah, it's the F one. You know, I never thought that maybe it was supposed to be like flamethrower or something, because it didn't look like a flamethrower. Why would I assume that? Anyway, if you've ever played that game and you know the F, that is sort of what the axe does. It kind of rotates around in a circle. There's also a scythe, which is kind of a very tricky weapon to use. You can aim it down. It's got the flame. The flame acts kind of like holy water from Castlevania. But let me finish with the scythe. So the scythe will you can throw it forward, or you can hold down and it will go kind of go down at an angle. Okay. Oh, this is a terrible weapon for where I just got to. Oh, that's awful. And then back at the beginning. The site's kind of cool though, because like you can yes, all the way back at the beginning. That is what this game is all about. This game is not easy to beat, but whatever. We will do our best. Anyway, the scythe will it'll also hit multiple times. So when you hit an enemy with it, there will be kind of like a little delay where it's like striking the enemy multiple times. So it's a pretty cool one if you're fighting a lot of enemies that take lots of hits. Like, just about every level has at least one type of enemy in it that's just kind of like a spam enemy. In this level, it's these never-ending zombies. In the next level, it will be ghosts. I think in one level it's like bats. So there's always going to be like a little spam enemy. And then there are usually going to be some sort of hardier monsters. Like this wolf dude up here, which just hops at you for some reason. It's the dreaded hopping werewolf, I guess. I don't know. Kill you. And then there's flamethrower guys. I don't like them. Let's see, what else? So the lance, the bow and arrow, the axe, the scythe. I don't like when they're spawned for that long. Those guys will shoot fireballs at you, and you kind of have to kill them quick so that they don't actually do that. There's also a knife. The knife I believe, is actually the fastest weapon, and it still has pretty decent attack power. It doesn't have the reduced attack power like the bow does. I'm forgetting one, I think. Oh, okay, so this is bronze armor, which for some reason is stronger than steel armor, but also grants you the ability to have like a second tier attack, I guess. The second tier attack is stronger, and it also has like special qualities. The lance, it's pretty much just stronger. That's really all it is. But some of the other ones have like special things about them. Like for example, I mentioned that the scythe hits multiple times. The upgraded scythe will actually hit like 4 times, so it's really good. The only downside with that, of course, is that like while it's hitting, it will. Ooh, that's the gold armor. I want that. I want to get it. Let's see. All right, skulls. Yes, thank you. All right, so now I have the gold armor, which means I have a magic spell, so I can charge up and then do something. The lance shoots lightning out. The knife, that's the knife over there, by the way. I should have gotten it, but I didn't. The knife will, like, shoot at, like, a tracer knife, I think. All kinds of cool stuff. Now, the biggest downside to all of these upgrades is that if you get hit at any time, you will be down to your skivvies. Your armor is completely lost, and you are back to square one. No special abilities, nothing. Freaking, ugh. If I had something that fired faster, I'm gonna have to time this, which is not very much fun. Come on, there we go. If you take a hit, you were back down to nothing. So you can go from a lot to a little very quickly in this game. It's kind of like you know, a lot of those shooters like Galaga and stuff, where not Galaga, like Gradius and stuff, where you know you mess up once and that's it. You're just out of luck. I'm talking an awful lot. Sorry about that. I'll calm down. Ooh, oh, this is the moon shield, sun shield, I think. I have the moon shield right now, but well, I had it. Now I have the sun shield. Sun shield boosts your attack power, and also supposedly it can take shots. In practice, I've never seen that actually work, so I don't know how that works, but supposedly you can. It's a thing, apparently. I don't know. I've never seen it happen, but whatever. So we are now currently in the second part of the stage. I think it's called the Forest of Evil or some such. Well, there you go. So now I'm back down to nothing. Back down to nothing. Naked except for my boxers. Just back down. I hope. Is this armor? Please be armor. No, it's that guy. That little guy that I just killed is a magician, and he's a jerk. Because he shows up in treasure chests and then shoots you with magic, which transforms you into something that can't defend itself, like a baby, or a rabbit, or something that falls in the water. Good job, me. But the good news is, we got to the second part of the stage, which means that, there we go. Alright. Checkpoint. All that matters is that I made it to the checkpoint. And you will retain your checkpoints across, game overs, because I think the designers of this game knew people would be dying a lot, so they threw you the slightest of bones, in that you get to keep your checkpoints even if you game over. Not very much of a bone to throw, but it is a bone of some kind, I suppose. All right, so I want to make that jump. So I haven't really talked about the treasure chests. The way the treasure chests work is they will show up in let's see. Okay, yeah. They will show up in various places when you double jump. So, a good practice in this game in general is to just sort of double jump now and then. Just, you know, if you're safe, if there aren't too many monsters around, just double jump. There might be something. There might be something around. And you might find it. It might save your bacon. Whoa! Okay. Almost did the exact same thing again. Okay. So I have the second tier for the bow, as you can see, is like I think they call it the magic crossbow. And it seeks things, which is both good and bad. You see, this is why it's bad. if the you cannot actually throw another one until your previous one is gone, and it can just not work out sometimes, like that one. Sometimes it's just bad news, but we try to avoid that. Yeah, this game is like I said, it's notorious for being difficult, and I think a large part of what makes it difficult for a lot of people is that they try to rush it. It's not a game you can really rush through. It's a game you have to be careful and very patient with. And now we're about to fight the boss, which is a giant birdie thing with creepy legs. I don't like its back half. It's weird looking. It's like, well, I don't like your back half either, Arthur. So you can just keep that to yourself. And he was super easy with the bow. Hooray! Alright, that's going to be it for the first level. So I'm going to try to get as far as I can in this game. I have gotten to the final level. I have never beaten it, because there's something particularly mean that this game does at the very end. Ready, go! Alright, so I'm going to pause there. But we'll see how far we can get, so I hope you'll come with me. I'm the MoeChicken. This is Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Thanks for stopping by.